So today I go use Pidgin run this tutorial. I hope so una no go vex. I say make I try am today to see whether una go like am. So make we start. So first thing you wan do na to use wipe clean face just to remove dirt and oil. You better make you clean your face before you start your makeup. The next thing you wan do na to hydrate the skin. E dey necessary make you always make the skin dey hydrated before you start your makeup preparation. Then next thing you wan do na to moisturize the skin. Moisturizer dey very important too, whether you get oily or dry skin. But the thing be say if your skin dey oily, you no need to apply too much moisturizer, but you still need to moisturize. But if you get dry skin, you go need moisturize. So moisturizer dey very important. Even when you dey do your skincare routine, you still need to dey moisturize your face. So the next thing na to moisturize the lip. E dey help to soften the lip so that when you apply your lipstick, e no go really break. So it's always important make you dey moisturize the lip. Then for primer, I go dey use this Kiss Beauty foundation primer. Now this primer dey make makeup stay well, so you need to apply primer after your moisturizer. Primer dey very important too. You no go just apply moisturizer and not apply primer. So make sure you apply primer. Na the thing wey go hold your makeup. So primer dey very important. So while you dey do your skin prep, make sure every product wey you apply dry before you move on to the next product. So next, I wan use this my classic mattifying primer. So this my model get combination skin. Some part of her face dey oily while some dey normal. So I just dey apply this mattifying primer only for that oily place. E go help reduce the oil from coming out. And after that, I go let am dry before I move onto the next process. So I wan use my orange corrector apply for this her dark circles. You know say her under eye dey a little bit darker than her face, so this orange corrector go help cover am. But if you still use concealer, but you go make sure say the concealer dey a little darker than the normal skin concealer wey you dey use highlight, so e go just dey a little darker than her skin. Shebi una don see say e don cover. So orange corrector dey very important for people wey get dark circles. So moving on to foundation, I go use these two foundation. This is MAC foundation and Zickel foundation. So I go mix the two together so I fit get her perfect shade. And before I apply, I dey first of all use a flat brush to apply the foundation. Then I go spray the face again so I fit blend am well. Then after that, I go use my damp beauty sponge to blend the foundation for her face. So you need to dey gentle when you dey blend. If you dey use force blend this thing, you go just the beauty sponge go just take all the foundation. So you go just need dey very light handed, just dey gentle, dey blending the foundation. Trust me, make sure say your beauty sponge dey damp e go dey soft and damp. If you no dey soft and damp, when you dey blend am, you no go like the outcome. So anytime you dey buy beauty sponge, make sure say e dey soft and damp. Shebi una don see how blended this thing look for her face. Now when you blend well, you go get this kind of result. So next, I wan contour the face. I go use this darker shade of foundation. This is a blend brilliant foundation. So I just dey use am to contour the face. I just dey apply the contour shade on the places for the place wey I wan contour before I begin blend. If you fit still use your concealer, but the concealer must dey 2 to 3 shades darker than this. So next thing I wan do na to blend. As I don apply the contour shade for the places I wan contour, na to blend now be the next thing. So I just dey blend with my beauty sponge. So anytime you wan get a flawless result when you dey do your makeup, you gats know how to blend. Blending na the key. And when you dey blend, you no need to dey rush, because you don't want to create harsh lines. You don't want to see harsh lines. You don't want to see patches back. So you just need to take your time to blend. Blending na the key to a flawless finish look. So after I don blend the contour finish, now to apply cream blush, I go mix these two shades from this Blend Brilliant blush palette. I go apply them above the cheekbone and a little bit for the tip of her nose. This tip of her nose no really dey compulsory. Now wetin me I dey like to do. So if you no gbadu am, if you no like the blush for the tip of the nose, if you still leave and just apply the blush above the cheekbone, then blend and make sure you blend well. So if you be the type wey dey like too much blush, you go just apply small and blend. Trust me, e go dey alright. So next thing na to highlight the face with concealer. I go use this Flawless Ivy concealer. I know say this shade no too dey light sha, but it's just like 1 or 2 shades lighter than the skin. I just say make I apply am on the places where I want highlight before I begin blend with my beauty sponge. So I go use my beauty sponge now to blend the concealer wey I apply for the face, only for the places where I apply am. I no dey blend am all over the face. I dey only blend am for the places where I apply the concealer. So as I blend the concealer finish, I'll come contour the nose with the same foundation wey I use contour the face. So I dey use the same foundation to contour the nose. So I first of all use flat brush apply am before I come use beauty sponge to blend am, so that harsh lines no go dey. So you gat to blend so that everything fit fall in place. So I come apply lighter shade of concealer for the inner corner of her face. Na just to brigh ten her under eye before I come use my beauty sponge blend am, because the other concealer wey I use no too dey bright. So I just apply a lighter shade for under eye so that her under eye go dey more highlighted than the other part. So next I wan set the concealer with my setting powder, with Mirax setting powder in the shade cinnamon. Before that, I went back carry my beauty sponge blend the areas underneath the eyes to avoid creasing before I begin set, because if you need to like blend that area wey dey underneath the eye before you set, so while you dey set you no need to pack too much setting powder. Small quantity go a long way. If you dey set, make sure say e dey absorb the concealer. If you pack too much setting powder, you go end up with cakey result. You come dey get patches, everything go come dey cakey, you no go come like am. So you go just take am gradually. Take the setting powder one step at a time and make sure you say you dey set well well. As I don set the concealer for the highlighted area, na to set the rest of the face I go use her powder shade for my Blend Brilliant powder palette to set the rest of her face. You no go use powder wey dey light or dey dark. The powder wey you go use set the rest of the face must be the person color, it must be your exact color. No dey use lighter shade or darker shade to set. So next thing I wan do na to do my dry contouring, which is a low light contouring. So I go use darker shade of powder to set the cream contour wey I don apply before. So you no go just leave the cream contour like that, you need to set am, if not e go dey oily. So wetin I dey do na just dey apply the darker shade of powder for the place where I been do my cream contouring. I go do the same thing on the nose with the same shade wey I used to contour the face. I go just do the same thing on the nose using my nose contour brush. So when I don finish with the nose, I come apply lighter shade of powder from the same palette wey I been use for her face. I just apply am for the highlighted area just to give am small coverage. E dey very very important. So after I don do am finish, I will come apply blush, powder blush for the place where I apply my cream blush. So e dey very necessary when you apply your cream blush, you still need to apply powder blush. But if you no get cream blush, you only get powder blush, you fit still work with powder blush and e go still come out well. So after applying the blush, I come use my powder brush blend everything together so lash lines no go do, so that everything go dey well blended for the skin. Then after that, I go set the face. E go help reduce powder effect wey dey for the face, and e go also help all the product wey I apply absorb properly for the skin. Then after that, I go allow am dry before I begin bake. I go bake with the same setting powder wey I use set the face. I go use the same setting powder to bake the face. So e get people wey dey like to use a lighter shade of setting powder to bake face. They no dey like use the same setting powder wey dem use set face bake face. You fit still use am as long as say e work for you. But most of the time I dey use the same setting powder wey I use set face bake face. After that, I come say make I lay the brows. So I use my brow tamer just to lay the brows nicely. You fit still use your hair wax, but anytime wey you use am, make sure say you set am with setting powder so that e no go dey oily. Then I come dey do the eyes. I first of all use my Viange eyeshadow primer to prime her lid. Then I begin apply eyeshadow. I'm going to take this eyeshadow shade from Annie's Beauty eyeshadow palette. I go start by applying it. I go start to apply am from the outer corner of her lid, then gently blend it into the crease. So they're very important. So I just dey blend it, and I come dey use eyeshadow blending brush. Then to blend the eyeshadow out, I say make I use this color, this light orange wey dey the same palette. I use and blend the eyeshadow out. E just dey like a transition color. So I just dey use am with a different eyeshadow blending brush. I just dey use them to blend. Then I can't go back with that first eyeshadow way I apply. I went back to blend again. Like I go apply more. Like I want the eyeshadow to pop. Now I make I go back. Then I just dey blend. So if you want make your eyeshadow look blended, you want make it dey neat for eyes, you got to take time to blend. So after I don't blend finish, I can use a small fluffy brush come blend the inner corner of her lid. As I come blend them, I come dey apply this shade of eyeshadow from this eyeshadow palette. So I just dey place them gently. That's why you go just dey place them, you no go dey in a hurry, so that the eyeshadow fit sit on the lid. So I'm just taking my time. I even lift the eyelid so that the eyeshadow will enter the lid well. As I can't do this eyes, I can't make I do the other eyes as well. So as I apply and finish, I can't go back with that eyeshadow brush where I use apply that dark eyeshadow. I can't go back to blend so that harsh lines no go dey, demarcation no go dey. So you got to always blend. As I come blend finish, next I wan line the upper and lower lash line. I go dey use my carrot gel liner, the black shade. I wan use and line the upper and lower lash line. So my model already wear lashes. So honestly, I know they like if I dey do person makeup, the person go wear lashes come. Except say na lash extension. Lash extension dey very natural. All these kind lashes, I know they like, I know they find at all, but I just manage them. But trust me, I no like them. Then after I've done line finish, I can apply lighter shade of powder on the outer corner of her lid just to define the lid though. If you try this method, you go just like your eyeshadow again. It just dey help dey define the eyeshadow. As I come define them, I can't see make I do the brows. So I go use my gel liner, the brown shade. I go mix am small with the black one so that it fit show, because she be dark skin. If I use only the brown shade, you no go fit pop very well. I make I mix am with the black gel liner. I first of all outline the brows before I come dey fill in the scanty areas with a stroke line. So I go do the other brows as well, following the same method wey I use do this one. As I can't draw the brows finish, I say make I highlight the brows. I use the same concealer wey I use to highlight the face, but the concealer wey I use na that lighter shade of concealer wey I been use after I don use that darker one. So I just use it to highlight her brows, and I no dey even pack too much concealer, just a little. Then I blend immediately. If you no blend immediately, if it's dry, you no go like am again. So when you apply concealer, you just blend. Very important. So as I don blend and finish, I can't say make I set am with powder. If you no set the concealer, e go dey oily. So after you don highlight the face with concealer, blend the concealer, you got to set it. E dey very important make e set. If you no set am, e go dey oily. So then after I don set and finish, I can't go back with that eyeshadow brush where I been use apply that transition color. I can't use and blend to avoid any demarcation. E dey very important to blend. I can't say make I highlight the top of the brows. I use her foundation shade, the foundation wey I use on her face. Now im make I dey use am highlight the top of the brows. I no dey like use the concealer wey I use underneath the brow, because e go make the top of the brows dey very light. So e better make you use foundation wey you use on the face to highlight the top of the brows. Then I can't say make I apply more blush on her cheekbone. Abeg o, I do the lip off camera. I no know say you know the record when I been see say the record. Make una no vex. Then after that, I can't say make I touch the nose again, because one thing about makeup is say you got to be touching. So I go back blending the place where I been contour, just to clear up the harsh lines wey dey for her contour area. So I just dey blend. I dey apply more contour shade because I want to make everything pop. So I'm just taking my time. I just dey take my time to blend. So the next thing what I do now to carry my powder brush, blend everything together to avoid any harsh lines or any demarcation. Then I come apply lighter shade of powder only on the highlighted area. Just use them to dust off the powder underneath her eyes. So the next thing what I do now to set the face, I go dey always like cover the eyeshadow, so that especially if the eyeshadow dey matte, so that the setting spray no go ruin am. Then I allow am dry very well into the skin before I apply my highlighter. I go use this my Tehila highlighter and blush palette. I go just mix these two to highlight the face. So guys, I don't know wetin dey una mind o. I don't know whether una like this Pidgin edition wey I use for this tutorial. I beg if una no like am, make una no vex. I say make I try am today. I never try am before. So wetin I dey do now to apply that highlighter on the places where I want the highlight to pop. Then after that, I just applied small of this Always Glow from TM Essentials. I just make her apply some of it on her face so that if it help the face glow more. So I already apply mascara on her lower lashes. I no wear her lashes because say she wear lashes, so there's no need wearing her another lashes. After that, I come set the face for the last time. Then I allow and dry well into the skin. And guys, this is the finished look. Oh, if you enjoyed this video, if you enjoyed this my Pidgin edition, let me know in the comment section. If you don't come enjoy, still let me know. Make I know what I fit do next time. Thank you guys so much for watching. It's your girl City Bear Makeover. Don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe. I will see you all in my next video. Bye guys.